today, man, on what I got going, man. A lot of excitement, man. I got it called the interview, and I broke it up in 3 parts, where we can kind of, it won't be so much at one time. So, I'm gonna have the end. The end is gonna be called the interview. It's gonna be 14 and under, part 1, and then I'm gonna have D-Max, the interview, 14 years old, going to prison, part 2, and the third part is gonna be the interview upon release. 12 and a half years later, upon release, you know what I'm saying? There's gonna be 3 parts to it. I might do an ending or a conclusion at the end, or here and now, just to conclude everything. But that's what I got going, man. So I've been contacting a lot of people, 101 Black Men, Big Brothers and Big Sisters, them 2 different organizations, man, that support the youth, mentoring and talking to the kids and everything. So like I said, hopefully, man, I get to meet a lot of these people, talk to a lot of these teens, a lot of the youths, and touch a lot of them, man. Maybe save some lives, touch some people, man, and they'll grow up and save more lives, or create whatever platform they need to, like, reach out to more of our teens and enlighten them that it's somebody out here that do care. Because, like, what I battled most once I was released was not feeling accepted or not feeling like no one cares. So it built up a kind of form of an anger, because, like, you put so much into, like, making it, and it's like nobody see it. But then when you started to take control of the situation and start to do things, and it starts to show, you feel attacked. So, like, it's one of them things where you have to just stay positive, man. You have to pray, man. God is gonna answer it. God gonna have you where you need to be. So no matter what people say or what they think about you, if you're not where you at right now, God don't want you to be right there. God wants you to be right there, and you gotta stay conscious of that. So with that being said, man, the interview is gonna be everything, man. I'm gonna try to include everything in it. So even if you have questions or whatever, you can drop them in the comment box or whatever, and I try my best to get to them and answer as many questions as possible, whatever question you have, man. Because a lot of decision making affects the outcome of your life. So making temporary decisions gonna have permanent outcomes. So you wanna be conscious of the decisions you're making, because you're gonna have that permanent outcome. So the decisions I made younger had a permanent outcome. I can never stop being an ex-felon. I can't vote. It's stuff that's permanent. Over time, hopefully legislation or whatever change some of it and work on it. But I also had some flyers made, and I'm gonna be passing them out, man, at local places, churches, Walmart's, outlet, everywhere. I'm gonna be putting them everywhere, man. To show you I have them made. They gonna look like that. So these gonna be in the windshield of your car when you come outside, man. They gonna be everywhere, man. I'm gonna make sure that, man. They gonna be everywhere, man. I'm gonna make sure that, like I say, man, it's an inspirational thing, man. No matter what anyone thinks, man, this is something I always wanted to do, man. I always want to share with people, man. I always want to touch people, man. I'm not perfect. I don't make the best decisions. I don't have the perfect past. I don't have the perfect family. I don't have the perfect ideas. I don't have the perfect plans. But I tell you this, man, I'm taking the initiative to do something. And I always heard that you got an A for effort, and something is better than nothing. So, like, that's what it's gonna be, man. The interview, man, is coming soon, man, and I'm gonna talk a lot about things that happened along the way. It's remaining, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had another song that I wrote about healing processes, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people go through things and they think that I'm gonna get through it, but they don't know the hardest part is the healing process, because that's the part of getting over what you was going through or what you've been through, getting past it, letting it go, accepting that this the way this is gonna be. It's nothing that we can do. It's out of our hands, and that's what my page is gonna be about, man. The overcome, bro. After everything, boom, here you are. here and now. So like I said, man, I just want to do a quick update, man, on what I got going on, and keep y'all tuned on it, man, because I don't want you to lose interest on what I got going, man. I don't have a lot of subscribers right now, pretty much people that I already knew, so I'm trying to get like a bigger platform of people that's gonna share and send and forward to other people, and people read it and see that he's somebody out here like them, because like, you know, YouTube is like one of them things that everybody's into now. So everybody was like, well, you know, why you didn't write your book? Why didn't you finish your autobiography? Because technology now is a click away. You know, people is most likely to grab a phone and scroll versus read a book or pick up something. And that's the world we living in. That's life right now. You know, kids are into technology. Your kids want your phone, tablets. They want any electronics. So that's why I went YouTube with it, so that I can reach people. It's a click away, you know. So you just click, subscribe, boom, and I keep you updated, and we just live like that. It's like a newscast, constantly keeping you grasp more. So like I said, man, that's why I chose YouTube to do it and not write it, because I knew younger generations was more into technology, and they most likely to want to click versus open a book. And that's just the world we live in. Not down in our generation today or nothing like that, but that's just what it is. In younger days, back in the day, it was different. But now, you have to work with what you have to work with now. You have to reach the teams and reach people with what you have now, you know. You have to use your resources. So I always been a resourceful person. So I watched a lot of YouTubers, and I don't knock no YouTubers. I really enjoy watching YouTube. I watch racing. I watch a lot of different stuff on YouTube, and if I don't know how to do something, I go to YouTube. Just like you. If you don't know something, what you hear people say, go to YouTube. You know, YouTube it. So YouTube has been great. You know, it's been a great platform for life, you know, for people in general all over the world, because it saves you $1. Do it yourself. You know, and a lot of stuff is do it yourself. If you want to save, do it yourself. You know, if you want to fix something, take the time to stop and think. Because that's what my page is going to be about, man. Just stopping and thinking for a minute, man. Knowledge is power. You know, knowledge is power, man. Like, seriously, knowledge is power. So with that being said, you know, I always take the time out for yourself to just stop and think, you know what I'm saying? You want to be rational. You want to make the right decision. You don't want to hurt people. You don't want to come off mean. You don't want to come off, you know, like you uppity or better than someone. You don't want to. But you want to reach them, and you want to stand for something. You want to mean what you say. Say what you mean. You want that, because people will follow you if they know if you say that, you do that. You know? You want that type of feed. You want that action. You don't want that. You want that action. So that's why I say with the interview and everything, I'm going to just let you explore my life. And, you know, I just want to reassure you that, you know, somebody pushed me to do, oh, you have such a story, you've been through so much. No, even my grandmother, man, I always used to say when we be sitting there talking, man, we've been through so much as a family. Man, we can write a book. We can make a movie, man, off our family, you know. And I always thought it was funny, because I was like, hey, grandma, you know, like, we had that much to go on in our family that, man, I knew you wouldn't believe it. Like, it's stuff that I dug up that I'm going to have in the interview. Pictures, dates, pictures of me in jail, prison, time sheets to show you when I was doing time, how the time worked it, and how I was released earlier than what I was supposed to, and stuff like that. Good behavior. I'm gonna show you how I was in Mississippi State Penitentiary, and I was in a unit that was condemned. It was the unit where death row inmates was housed before execution. So, like, I'm gonna show you paperwork. I'm gonna show you letters. I'm gonna show you documentation to show you that I was actually there, my name, me, and I lived it. I survived it. It was hell, man. It's nothing like TV. It's nothing like TV. It's nothing like TV. is deeper. Like, you look on the news right now as we speak, January 4th. You can look at the Mississippi State Penitentiary. They riding all over Mississippi. Riots is in there. People is dying. Inmates dying. And that's just how things are in there. And you go through that and you live it and you know it. And you never forget it. Because that's what keep you grounded. That's what keep you solid. That's what keep you here. So like, I even went as far as trying to contact, you know, people that's in there to let them know what I'm doing so that I can get it out. They can watch it because, like, even like a preacher say, he want to help the sinners. He want to help the people that need help. You know, so like me, I want to help the people that need help. I want to help the people that people gave up on, people that counted out, because that's who I was. I was the people that people just said, he ain't gonna pull it through, man. He ain't gonna get this. So like, I wanted something different, man. I made a lot of mistakes. You know, I have a big heart, man, even though it don't seem like a lot of people say you mean, you know, stuff like that, man. But in this world, bro, you have to be solid. You have to be firm. You know, if you're gonna be a leader and you're gonna be a stand-up person, you have to be strong. You have to be stand-up. You have to be that way just so that people will respect you. Because if you don't, people will run over you. You know, in the day, people used to consider feelings. People used to not do this, not do that. But these days, you have to actually tell people, don't do this, don't do that, don't. You know what I'm saying? No. You have to. And it be, people take it like it's harsh, but that's the world. That's just how things are. But God know that your heart is right. He know what you mean. So if man miss it and your heart is in the right place, it's fine. Because God knew you had good intentions. Your motives were good. It was pure. So it sits well with God. Man is going to kind of take you through some worldly things with man thoughts, man ideas, man ways. But God give you one way, right and wrong. No in between. The worldly way is that in between where people try to fit this in there, fit that in there. So like I said, not to have you dreaded and long dressed. The interview, man, part 1, part 2, part 3, coming soon, man. Promise you, subscribe and like, man.